Hey there, a very happy Sunday. I'm King 5 meteorologist Ashley Ruiz taking a deeper dive into the forecast because we have big changes over the next 7 days. You'll feel the change starting Tuesday. So we're in the 70s today and tomorrow for most spots, and then we're back down the 60s, followed by the 50s into Wednesday. But we're warming things up once again as we head into the back half of the week. That low that we've been tracking the past couple of days, yesterday it was a little closer to the coast, but it didn't really have its act together. Over the last 24 hours, it started to tighten up and started to get its act together. You see that counterclockwise spin over the open Pacific, and the tail of it, you see how we have all of those clouds and a little bit of rain closer to the coast offshore of California and Oregon, as well as offshore of the North Coast and Vancouver Island. That is just going to meander over the open Pacific for at least the next 24 hours. So let's zoom out and show you just what I mean. So today, staying offshore, any precipitation should stay to the south of us. Into Monday, we have clouds with this, but most of the precipitation still to the southwest of us. But then it's just going to continue to spin over the eastern Pacific before it moves over land into Tuesday and Wednesday. And as it does so, it's going to rotate showers over the area. So again, Tuesday and into Wednesday, you see how it spins and then brings us that wraparound moisture into Wednesday as well. But then after that, we're drying out once again, and then we'll see some sunshine to wrap up the week, and we're going to warm things up once again. Next weekend, for now, looks to be quite nice as well. So to take or at least to unpack your forecast for today, tomorrow, you see 70s, a pair of 70s there. And then into Tuesday, temperatures come down, but near normal. Average for this time of year for Seattle's about 60 at this point. So going to be on either side of that, but then Wednesday we're in the 50s and then right back up into the 60s. A little closer, we have lots of clouds and you see a little bit of green popping up. If anything, that's not reaching the surface, and if so, it's going to be more so in the way of drizzle. It's not going to impact our area, but just don't be caught off guard if you feel a couple of raindrops later, but most are going to stay completely dry until we get to Tuesday. Let's take you outside because we have filtered sunshine, some overcast conditions, but some of the clouds should break up by the afternoon. Partly sunny to mostly cloudy today and tomorrow, but you see the sun trying to peek through the clouds there. Taking you to our Columbia Center tower cam here in Seattle. You can see the mountain clear as day, but we have lots of mid-level high clouds out there, but still not going to be anything significant, not going to see a lot of precipitation, if any, coming from those clouds. Again, because most of that precipitation, the moisture is going to be more to the south. As we go through the day today, as you see, most of our day we're in the 60s, so it is going to be a warm day from start to finish. We woke up into the 40s and 50s this morning, then we're going to top out in the low 60s for the islands, and as you get into the interior areas, mid and upper 70s for some of you. Marble Mount 77, Cedro-Woolley about 76 degrees, Mount Vernon, if you're headed up to the Tulips, about 70 degrees. For the North Sound and the foothills, 76 in Oso, and then for Oak Harbor 61, Everett 69, Monroe right around 75 degrees. Same for Central Sound, you see closer to the water between about 70, and then as you get farther inland and into the Cascade foothills and valleys, mid 70s, and then for the South Sound and the Pierce County and Thurston County foothills generally in the mid 70s. Then you get closer to Oregon, as you see, mid 70s, the beaches between about 60 and 63, but interior areas still in the low and mid 70s. The North Olympic Peninsula right around 64 in Sequim. Now today is the warmest day for everyone. Tomorrow, we'll see some cooler temperatures closer to the coast, but even then, we'll have 60s and 70s. I'll show you in a minute, but lots of events going on around Western Washington today. Once again, the best time of year, spring, summer, fall, when we have all these beautiful and fun festivities. The Daffodil Boat Parade in Tacoma, 11:30, a high of 70 degrees. The Tulip Fest Street Fair in Mount Vernon until 5 o'clock. That's going to temperature near 70 degrees there. And if you're going to T-Mobile Park, about 70 degrees with the filtered sunshine. It's going to be a little cooler sometimes, as you well know. When you're downtown, you have Elliott Bay, and cooling things off a little bit. Just don't forget the sunblock. Even though we'll have more clouds in place, you could still get sunburn. Okay, so overnight temperatures mid and upper 40s to lower 50s, partly cloudy to mostly cloudy, and we'll kick things off tomorrow with clouds. Those should break up a little bit, and then we'll hit a high of about 72 here in Seattle. This is what I was talking about. You see how the coast is a little cooler, but still mild in the low and mid 60s. The beaches upper 50s, so it will be cooler there, of course. We'll start to get the return of onshore winds, but interior areas not quite just yet. But then we get into Tuesday, we all start to cool things down, 50s close to the coast, and then upper 50s to lower 60s for the interior areas. But then we turn the page to Wednesday, the coolest day. We'll get that push of onshore winds, cooling things down once again. So mid 50s, mid and upper 50s, but then things take a turn. Once again, we warm things up, but you see how warm it's going to be in the passes as well. With that precipitation, we're not expecting any pass level snow with this incoming system. Futurecast shows through the evening. You see how we have clouds, some breaks in the clouds as well, maybe some drizzle. Then we get into Monday morning, mostly cloudy, some sun breaks, but I would expect more clouds than sun tomorrow, but either way, still going to be very mild. Now, we could get one little shower moving in from the south tomorrow evening, but watch what happens as we head to Tuesday morning. This is when we're expecting a better chance for widespread steady rain into Tuesday morning. Now, the timing could change, but for now, I would plan on a wet commute Tuesday morning. Then it lifts to the north and to the northwest as that low continues to rotate showers over the area. This is Tuesday mid to late morning, and then it will taper off to spotty showers into the back half of the day. Then we get to Wednesday morning, and as that low begins to push inland and starts to lift out of here and move out of the region, we're going to have that wraparound moisture on the back half of that system, and so we'll get some showers, and that will taper off into Wednesday night and into Thursday. Now, Tuesday and Wednesday's rain totals, very, very low. Now, it depends on where some of that heaviest precipitation sets up, but for now, on average for Western Washington, about 1/10 of an inch up to maybe 1/2 of an inch, but you see really just not a lot of precipitation with this, and with snow levels still really above pass level, just not going to have really anything in the way of mountain snow except the highest elevations and then the higher volcanoes and mountain peaks. So once again, 70s today, tomorrow 60s, followed by 50s, and then the back half of the week and into the weekend, we are in the mid 60s. Beyond the 7-day forecast, as we wrap April up, I can't believe it's the end of April, almost the end of April. You see how temperatures go up for next weekend, then they start to come back down, moderate to where we should be this time of year. So it looks as though the mild weather is here to stay for a little bit, but don't forget Tuesday, Wednesday will be the bigger changes that you'll notice. Remember, you can always find the latest forecast and the extended forecast on King 5 Plus, king5.com, as well as our free King 5 app. Enjoy your Sunday and have a good start to your work week.